Greetings and welcome back once again to Valmy. So, without further ado, let's see how the French have responded to my advance. I lose a 3-pounder. Oof. Lost 100 men there. It's rather unfortunate, and I just saw some French infantry arriving. That's an unwelcome sight, to say the least. He's throwing out some skirmishers. Lose 10 men there to those National Guard. Oof, 28 there. Looks like he's responding. Out. There goes another 3-pounder. Okay, looks like he's committed those forward. He's bringing his cavalry to, quote, meet me. To try and prevent me from pushing out of these orchards, as you can clearly see. There's 12... Hello, I just saw 1,500 odd more grenadiers. So, it does make me curious as to what else he could be up to. Hit them 7. And then the rest are naturally going to go that way. To avoid being shot at, naturally. Oh, they're in Tarletons. I thought I recognised their headgear. Ninth Grenadiers. Yeah, so I managed to, quote, disorder and rout a couple of skirmishers there. Not much. Over here. Ooh, there we go. So, for me, 1 unit out of 7 undisordered, 1 unit covered fatigue, and no one routed. So, first and foremost, the Waldeck Regiment loses 20 men in the process, but manages to form line. First Battalion failed and actually became routed. So they are going to have to fall back out of there. That was rather unfortunate that happened, but we will have to do something about that naturally. open fire from there. These boys, you are going to point blank range canister them and not really do a lot. Alright. Let's try and suppress some of these French guns. Alas, that was not very effective, so these boys will open fire up there. Fail. You will have to open fire over there. Form line. So the 1st and 3rd Battalion of the Cleists will have to launch their assault to try and clear that bit of the orchard. What else? The Hohenlohes are at least decent for the moment. Ow, that hurt and disordered me naturally. They will advance and unlimber the guns there. And now oof, that hurt. The Wittgenhof regiment. General Postel. Now, let's think. So yeah, the Valdex unfortunately routed. So Brunswicks will open fire on them. Open fire. Ouch. Ow. That hurts. Ugh, that really hurt. Let's push these boys further forward. Open fire on them and not really achieve a whole lot. And then Hmm. So General Romberg, you're going to have to try and rally them quickly. General Schonenfeld will come and help, naturally. Hmm. Okay. Well, you're facing that direction, naturally. Hmm. So, these boys will charge this way, hit those Champagne Chasseurs à Cheval, and look to try and, well, prevent them from doing much. My heavy cavalry is to stay where it is for now. You are facing this direction, so for now you will go there. Unfortunately, disordering in the process, naturally. So in this case, I might not have a choice but to do something drastic. Of course they did. Oh boy. Clackenruth will head there, and then Lothar will move that way. Hmm. The big question is, what do I do over here? With them all facing this direction, it's unfortunately gonna kick my casualties up very quickly. So I have to do something quickly and decisively about this. So for now then... Uh-oh. Ow, another 11 men gone. So, these boys are going to zoom quickly, and then as soon as I can, they are going to start deploying. With the simple goal of trying to shatter the French centre. Alright, no one else has arrived, and they don't for a while yet. Otherwise, I think, for the most part, we are nice and, quote, set. I could advance further, and I think I will, actually. Really give those boys something to think about with the advance. And then just to protect to... Yeah, I don't really want to advance in such a way to put my line so far at... too much at risk. But if I do advance some more, if I do advance Kleist and his Fusiliers, that would sort of help as well. Because what have we got? 400 odd cavalry there, 400 odd cavalry there. So yeah, plenty of men to try and break. So I think I will, but I don't want to leave my guns behind. That's the big issue. If I advance, it will probably be next turn with the guns. I'll do it with the guns to try and ensure maximum effectiveness. What can you see? You can see over there. So we can see a good chunk of battlefield. There's no doubt about that. But I think, for the most part, we are nice and done. The only other thing that could assist would be throwing the Romberg battalion, the Rombergs, forward, which I don't think is a good idea because of that cavalry sitting on my flank. Still, for all this nonsense, at least my Fusiliers and such are doing their stuff. What can you... You can just see skirmishers, of which you're probably not going to do very much, if anything, if you fire, so it's not even worth it. The Schoenfeld regiment still. The question is, can he withstand the pressure? I suppose another big advantage if I advance the Fusiliers is the simple fact that, for one, it puts more pressure on that lot. But two, but then again, it naturally puts me more in that kill box, but also ensures that I'm gonna take more losses. Unfortunate. So what have I lost? I've lost about 1,400 men to his, what, 700 odd. So I've lost about 50% more. Well, actually, more than 50%. I've lost about double the amount. But I'm attacking for one thing. And that naturally always carries more losses. So I think for now, we are all nice and happy. Hohenlohe. Try and rally them again. Still, can he really stop what is about to happen? That's the question. So I can go there, 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 and perhaps hit them in the flank. But then I would get charged in the flank by the cav. It's going to be an interesting one. Going to be interesting to see how he responds to this. So for now, let's push on to the melee, of which we have this. Was not very effective, unfortunately. I could. Yeah, not worth it. So, who we got? The 5th Hussars and the Champagne Chasseur Cheval. Over here, we got the 1st Converged Grenadiers. These boys are going to do that. Even though I know the skirmishers will evade, the Mercia National Guard, so they're National Guards, you will not advance any further. The Brunswickers, I could order the Brunswickers to advance against the skirmishers, but it's not worth it. So over here, those boys will attack there. And drive them back. So, the Vermandois Line Regiment, the England Line Regiment, that's more National Guard. So, anyone, I could advance, but I don't want to, so that is everyone. And with the second line starting to arrive, I can start to break them and deploy them and use them to probably attack here. But with those French infantry that I saw coming down this road, there they are. They are not welcome. They're not a welcome sight, unfortunately. You know what? Actually, I will do this. I'll lose 7 men in the process, but I will, for one, while I'm probably going to get blasted in the face by that horse artillery, it means I'm bringing 2 battalions to bear against this 1 grenadier battalion. And that could be decisive. Could be very decisive. So we shall see. I do not want to advance you because then you'll eat point blank range canister, as I said. So I think that is that. So next turn, General Eben arrives with his hussar, and he is going to rush with all possible speed to the centre, to over here to support this, which will allow this lot, this merry band of misfits, to try and rally back here, probably. Alright. So, yes. So that is everything. So, I thank you all for watching once again. I hope you have enjoyed. But until next time, if you're enjoying my very Prussian-like advance of order, remember to hit that like or subscribe, or just leave a comment. It's all appreciated. But until next time, this has been Valmy, and I will see you all soon.